back and take a look.
Yeah, watch up top. Looks like Newman just drifts up the racetrack.
McMurray got a piece of it, didn't he?
Yeah, McMurray was in there. Yeah, he had nowhere to go.
I think McMurray got in the right rear of the 12, kind of drove him up in the fence, and about the same time that he hit the wall.
Dave, I don't think McMurray's got much right side left on there to damage, does he?
Yeah, he said it several times today. He said that he's going to stay out if he can. He's got a lot of rubbing there, but he knows the race is almost over, so he's talking about not coming to pit road.
Wow.
That's the pretty side.
Yeah.
The other side's the ugly side.
Big donut there on the 6. Marty?
Well, guys, let's keep an eye on Denny Hamlin's tires. He just came on the radio, said we just ran over some debris, some metal, he said, so they're going to keep an eye on the tires, make sure those tires on the 11 car stay up.
25-year-old Denny Hamlin.
You know, we talk about this race not having any points, not anything to worry about except just going for it. It looks like the points might be the calming effect on these guys, because this has been wild.
This has been. Week from today, 500 miles, the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. You'll see it live on NBC beginning at 1:30 Eastern Time. Pit road is open. You're watching the Budweiser Shootout live on TNT on a Sunday afternoon after getting rained out last night. Here's Kyle Busch, followed by Jamie McMurray. The 5 is headed for Dave Burns.
And they waited until the last moment to pit. He slides into pit road. He is still within his pit box. They will change 2 right side tires and send Kyle back on his way. No adjustments to the chassis. They're going to change 4. They're going for 4 now, guys.
But Davey's too close to the wall. The jack man can't get to the left side jacked up.
Slowly but surely, they raise the car, and this is going to cost Kyle all the track position he had earned on it.
Matt Kenseth, Ken Schrader.
It's that one mistake we talked about earlier at the top of the show. You just make one little mistake like that.
Well, if the plan was to take 2 when he locked him up, he probably had to take 4, didn't he?
Could be.
It's the right side of Jamie McMurray's car.
Got the bat out. Rolling the fenders.
Get the sheet metal off of the tires.
Yep.
New colors for Jamie McMurray, and he's left some of it on the wall here at Daytona today in a couple of spots.
Doesn't have much color left.
Ryan Newman in that all-tell machine on pit road. They work on that. He's also been in the wall. Under caution for debris.
How many restricted plate races has Denny been in? Hamlin. Do we have experts up here that can give us that information?
Probably 1. I mean, other than in Nextel Cup.
Yeah.
In Nextel Cup.
Probably 1 in Nextel Cup.
Nextel Cup. Because this is going to be a pretty important restart for him. This is going to make all the difference.
Kyle Busch has had an entertaining afternoon here in the Budweiser Shootout. Won a couple of races last year. And this is today.
Gets in the back of Mark. Mark goes up the racetrack, almost gets in the wall.
Ran into the 48 of Jimmy Johnson on pit road. Hoka Jr. a little loose there.
That's not how you win friends and influence people, but
Hamlin has not made a start in a restricted plate race until today.
Well, he didn't run October in Talladega.
Well, not that this restart means anything.
No,
but this is one he wants to do well at.
This race only pays $212,000 to win.
Marty?
Yeah, not bad for a guy who's making his first restrictor plate start. And let's talk to Mike Ford. Are you worried about the debris you ran over, first of all, Mike?
No, not in a non-points race. I mean, we came to win. You know, we're tied for the win right now on the outside on this restart with 2 laps to go. You know, the FedEx Monte Carlo has been running real good today. Denny's real happy with it. We're real happy with Denny. Everything's good here in Daytona.
It's quite impressive, isn't he, Mike?
Yeah, for 8 races to run the way he's run, you know, it's encouraging and a lot to look forward to.
Mike told me a moment ago, you know what, that caution flag, that came 1 lap too late for us.
Tony Stewart, Denny Hamlin, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Michael Waltrip, and Mark Martin. The front 6 cars did not pit. Behind them, a variety of pit strategies. 2 tires, 4 tires.
But no room and no time.
No. What do you got, Dave?
Guys, on the 26, Jamie McMurray did come down pit road because he had what he thought might be damage to that right front tire. They took the tire off, big gouge in it. He never would have made it to the checkered flag.
Field coming to the green. There will be 2 laps to go when they cross the line, and no passing until you get across the line. Teammates on that front row. Tony Stewart in the orange 20 car, Denny Hamlin in the FedEx number 11.
And that's a good point, Bill. Denny Hamlin in the 11 cannot jump Tony Stewart coming down for the line.
And in these restrictor plate races, we have seen Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart work very closely together. Right now, Jr. behind Stewart, 2 to go.
Last time by Jimmy Johnson, the last time he was on the outside of a restart, the 48 car got a terrific start. So you can get another great start and push that 11 by the 20.
He got a pretty good restart, Denny Hamlin in the 11 car, but boy, they are packing up right now.
Johnson pushes Hamlin in front, and Hamlin dives down low.
Good move, Denny Hamlin.
Now can Tony Stewart latch onto the 11?
Got a lap to do it.
Can the 48 get some help from Mark Martin to get in front?
Last lap in the Budweiser Shootout.
The 20 car is just beaten up on the bumper of that 11 car, Denny Hamlin, but that's why. That's what you can do.
Look what a difference it made, Wally. 2 Carlingtons drove him by the 48.
Only 4 times has a first-time starter in this race gone to victory lane. The last time, Dale Jarrett in 1996.
And here comes Junior on the outside on the last lap.
Big run on the outside. Does he have enough?
Off the final turn in the Budweiser Shootout. The season starts with fireworks. Denny Hamlin, the rookie, wins the Budweiser Shootout.
And second was Tony Stewart. One says Stewart and one says Earnhardt Jr.
That's how a rookie earns respect at Daytona.
And tremendous credit to Tony Stewart, who helped his teammate.
That is unbelievable.
He can't get that window net down fast enough. Dale Earnhardt Jr. with a wave.
Jimmy Johnson congratulated him.
You don't see many donuts on that 11 car, do you?
You sure don't.
He did it clean.
Marty Snyder.
Well, this is an emotional moment for Dennis and Mary Lou Hamlin. Mary Lou, the one who guided Denny's career to this point. His father, Dennis, put him in a go-kart when he was 7 years old. Mary Lou, you all right?
So excited.
How intense was it, Dennis, in the last few laps?
Yeah, I didn't know. I know as long as Tony was up there, I was all right. But I tell you, the last 5 laps, I was about to have a nervous breakdown. I'm so excited, I don't know what to say.
How proud are you of your boy, Mary Lou? There were so many moments getting him to this point.
I can't hear it.
And how proud are you of your boy? There were so many moments getting him to this point.
Speechless. I'm just so proud.
Long road. Long road.
Right, when Joe Gibbs hired him, they weren't even looking for Denny Hamlin. He said, you know what? If you need someone to help you with some Busch Series testing, I can help you out there. They called him a month later. He had a ride. Here he is winning at Daytona in the Nextel Cup Series.
That'd be the first burnout of 2006, right? Go ahead, Denny.
Denny and his father were standing in the sign-in line at a short track. It was their last race because they were out of money. It was a late model race. They were out of money. And someone overheard them talking about being their last race. And he said, how much would it cost for you to go to the next race? Because I'm going there, and if I win, my car wins, I want to know I beat the best. So you call me Tuesday and tell me how much money it will cost for you to go. Jim Dean was the guy's name. Well, Monday, Jim Dean and his driver had a falling out. So when Denny called him on Tuesday, Jim Dean said, how about driving my car? They won 27 of 35 the next year, which got the attention of everyone, and that's why Denny Hamlin is here today. He was done. He and his dad were done last race.
There's the price you pay for the burnout. Matt?
Well, the 11 car out on the front stretch, smoky burnouts, and Tony Stewart pulled that young man aside at driver intros, and you gave him a long talk, and it looked like he listened, Smoke.
Yeah, I told him, I said, I know he's got a fast enough car. He's just got to be patient all day. He did a great job, so it was awesome. I was hoping we'd get one too, but we got close.
Tell you what, a lot of beating and banging out there, almost more than normal.
Yeah, we're going to kill somebody, so, I mean, somebody else is going to die at Daytona or Talladega with what we're doing right here, so I hope I'm not around when it happens.
A lot of bump drafting, definitely a lot of slam drafting, as Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes up and shakes his buddy's hand there.
You could have done that if you wanted to, Matt. I'll go ahead. You guys are talking about that last run, and you had a whale of a run there at the very end, Junior.
Yeah, man, we had a blast out there. I mean, it was wild and beating and banging. Not necessarily what you want to be in the middle of, but right there at the end when we got side by side and we got to race with Tony a little bit, that was a lot of fun.
Well, talk about the bump drafting. It seemed a little too intense. Tony had some very strong comments about the bump drafting.
Yeah.
Is it unnecessary, Junior?
Well, it's a necessary evil is what it is. You can't race restrictor plate race without doing it. You have to do it, or else we'd be single file and nobody will show up to watch that. But I had fun racing with Tony. I had fun, with the one-on-one personal battles. I don't like getting turned sideways off of turn 2, and when the guy behind me can't lift because somebody's pushing him and somebody's pushing a guy. I mean, they don't know they're turning me sideways. The guy 3 rows back don't know he's doing it, but that's what happens. You get stacked up. And, it's just dangerous, but they pay us pretty good to do this, so I'm not complaining, buddy.
Some very strong comments here post-race from Daytona, Dave.
With Kyle Busch now, who finishes back in the pack after leading this race. Kyle, talk about the situation on the backstretch when you wanted to pit and then got out of line and tried to force your way back in.
Well, it was just one of them deals where, we're pitting and I've been waving for the past lap and a half and somebody tries to stick their nose in there. So I just came down trying to get back down to the bottom and I was able to get back down there. But, the CarQuest guys did a great job today and gave me a pretty good piece, but just one that wasn't very good and sucking up today. And, it's pretty surprising. You got the biggest turd you got in the stable and you finish a restrictor plate race. So maybe we'll have to go cut it off instead of wrecking it off.
Some tells you they'll bring a better car to the 500 next week. Alan?
Well, just a couple of years ago, Denny Hamlin was knocking around the short tracks in Richmond, Virginia, Southside Speedway, South Boston, Virginia. Now he's in Daytona's victory lane. Denny, welcome to Daytona's victory lane.
I can't believe it. It wasn't 2 years ago I was here as a visitor of Dale Earnhardt Jr. He invited me to come 2 years ago and stay in his motorhome, and that's the only other time I've ever been to victory lane, but I just can't believe it. Just thank everyone from FedEx. Had a rough year last year, but it's time for redemption. We're coming back this year, and we're going to win Rookie of the Year.
Tell me quickly about those last couple of laps.
It was intense. I thought when Tony got by me, there were 4 to go. It was over with, but I had good help. Jimmy gave me a great push on the back straightaway. Thank him, and Tony pushed me the entire other race. I don't know what to say.
Woo! You think you made any friends for next Sunday?
I hope so. That was my main goal tonight. I figured I wasn't going to have any help at all. And all I wanted to do was just gain respect from these guys for the 500, and hopefully we did that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Here's some people want to celebrate with you. Denny Hamlin wins at Daytona. Can you believe it? In his first try.
Amazing. And then, Alan, here is the unofficial finishing order for the 28th running of the Budweiser Shootout at Daytona, won by Denny Hamlin. Thursday on TNT, it's the Daytona 500 qualifying races at 2 o'clock Eastern Time, where we will set the field for the 48th running of the Daytona 500. Next on TNT on the East Coast, it's exit wounds, and on the West Coast, it's heat. An amazing run for the rookie who drives for Joe Gibbs, takes the checkered flag, and wins the season-opening Budweiser Shootout at Daytona. We'll see you Thursday for the qualifying races right here from Daytona.